Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my quick guide telling you how you can rank up the fastest in Red Dead Online. I'll be going over from start to finish, and finish for me being rank 41 at the moment, to tell you how I personally have been ranking up as quickly as possible. So first of all, of course, you want to do all the story missions, and if you're stuck at 75%, I've done a video on that, but to give you a very quick version of it, if you're having good honor, you'll get 2 missions, and if you have bad honor, you get 2 missions as well. So in order to play every single story mission, you're obviously going to have to go to the other side to unlock the last 2 story missions that you need to play. For any additional details and stuff like that, how you can bring your honor down quickly, I'll leave an eye in the sky so you can check out that video to spare time on this one. So after you've done all the story missions, you should be about rank 8 or 10, something along the lines. Personally, I was rank 12, but once you are that rank, you should probably have enough money as well to purchase yourself a weapon. Now there's 2 choices you could do. Personally, I went for a Lancaster repeater. It's not that great for a hunting rifle, but if you want to get something that is a lot better in terms of hunting as well, so you can make some money, the varmint rifle is a fantastic idea for that. It's both fantastic in PvP and also great for hunting those birds and getting those feathers. I know that's the current meta when it comes to hunting. There's a variety of different things you can do. I won't go into the money aspect on this one too much, but make a decision between the varmint rifle for like PvP and like small game, or the bolt action rifle if you want to lean back a little bit more and go for like bigger animals like alligators and deer and something along the lines of that to get those perfect pelts. When you finally have made a decision between those 2 weapons, what you want to do is simply go ahead and play the Showdown series large. You could also play the Showdown series, however, in between that there is also a game mode called Make It Count. It's a lot slower than the other game modes, and the XP gaining that one is a lot less. So personally, I would advise to go with the large playlist. It can get a little bit chaotic at times because there are 32 players at most, but typically from my experience, it hovers mostly around the 20-25 kind of area, and it's pretty manageable because, you know, the maps are designed to get that kind of player count going as well. Mainly I'm saying large because that is where you don't get to play the Make It Count game mode, which essentially is a bit of a battle royale kind of game mode. It's not that fast, you don't get a lot of XP in there, and overall I personally have a lot more fun in the Showdown series large. I don't discourage you to check out the Showdown series playlist though, because there is some cool stuff in there too, but the large series is the one that you're going to be making the most XP with. So a couple of things you have to keep in mind. Red Dead Online rewards you when it comes to kills. So if you get a regular kill, you get about 10 XP per kill. It also depends on your rank as far as I found out. A friend of mine called Mr. Cheese is cool. You've probably seen him in my streams and in my video comment section. He is currently, I think, over rank 70, and he's getting more XP per kill than I'm personally getting, for example. I believe he's getting somewhat like 25 XP per kill. I don't know if this is something that is intended or not, but it seems that the higher your rank goes, the easier it gets. If that makes sense, to me personally it doesn't really, but I guess, you know, it's either a bug or it's intended, we don't know. Having said that though, there's a couple of bonuses you want to keep in mind. For every headshot you get an additional 5 XP, and also if you're, for example, on a horse, or you kill someone on a horse, or you use Deadeye, or you use special ammo. Now special ammo is something that you shouldn't really be bothering with too much until you rank 30. Once you get closer and closer to rank 30, it's a really good idea to purchase a Lancaster repeater. I'm saying that because you can use special ammo in the Lancaster repeater and you can't in the varmint rifle. You can also use it in the bolt action rifle. It's something that I'm not a huge fan of because I think that the bolt action rifle is much more something that you use when you're someone that likes to lean back a lot more. But the Lancaster repeater is a lot more versatile when it comes to short and longer ranges as well. And again, I'm leaving the decision up to you what weapon to get, because again, if you purchase the bolt action from the start, you don't actually have to purchase a Lancaster because you can use express ammo on that too, which is the thing that you should buy whenever you hit rank 30. It doesn't cost a lot more. I think it's like 20 cents per 60 rounds more, and it's definitely worth it because every time you get a kill using express ammo, you get an additional 5 XP. Now you can purchase a total of 200 repeater express rounds, which is an additional 1000 XP if you get all headshots, of course. So more realistically speaking, you're probably looking at 500 or 1000 XP more for simply using a different type of ammo. Now you might think that 5 XP is completely useless, but if you look at it this way, it adds up over time. And not only that, using express ammo also increases the damage of your weapon. So it only has benefits and it requires no effort whatsoever. Sure, it's 20 cents a box of ammo more, but I mean, in this current day and age, who's really gonna complain about 20 cents more for a bit of ammo, right? And another great thing as well is that for executions, that being with a knife, you get some serious good XP for that too, because not only do you get XP for getting the kill, you also get 10 XP for an execution and 10 XP for a melee kill. So if you see someone standing AFK during a PvP match, it doesn't hurt to whip out your knife, to go around his back and give him a tickle with the point of your knife. Now obviously you should never go out of your way to do certain things for a tiny little bit of more XP, because obviously if you're looking to rank up the fastest, you're gonna also have to consider the time aspect of it as well. Because if you're spending like a good 2 minutes trying to get a melee kill, you're gonna be wasting your time, because in that time you could have also got like 5 kills with your express ammo Lancaster repeater, for example. Now also some quick tips for game mode, starting off with hostile territory. And hostile territory is very much focused on having as much flags in your possession as possible, so try to really push for the objective, especially because there's definitely a lot of people trying to protect the flags or trying to capture the flag. So there should be a couple of easy kills for you there as well, because obviously kills is the majority of your XP. However, if you do win a match, you can get upwards of 500 XP for only winning, so it's definitely worth chasing those flags and trying to get the win. If you're noticing that your team is not doing too well in terms of capturing flags, still try to go for those objectives, because if you get even second, there's still a nice bonus to it, and it's always better than getting last place and getting much less bonus. The best way to go about Most Wanted, honestly, is to move around as fast and as much as possible in order to try to get as many kills as possible. It's a free-for-all with a twist, and it can definitely get pretty intense at times. I've had many intense matches. It's definitely a game mode where you have to bring your A game if you want to get the victory. But if you end up winning the match, I've seen myself get like 950 XP for simply winning the match, on top of all the XP that I got from all the kills. So Most Wanted, if you see that, roll up them sleeves, it's go time. Name Your Weapon has 2 variations as well, which is in teams or in free-for-all. Now, the main thing you probably want to be going for is what everyone else is using, which is the shotgun. It's definitely the best way to go about this one. Everyone is using the shotgun, so you'll be best off using it too. It really is one for quick reflexes and picking your fights, mostly because you're using that shotgun which has a value of 3. Using the Gtamen repeater, I really advise against. It has very little value. It's only 1 point for a kill versus like 3 points with a shotgun, so it's definitely one of those things that you have to consider. Obviously, Gtamen is also a good idea if the target is a little bit further away, and if you catch someone not really paying too much attention, try to go for a melee kill or tomahawk kill for some easy points as well. And obviously there's also team shootout, which is just straight up team deathmatch, you know, kill as many people as possible and good luck really. There's also free mode events, which I believe is probably the best way of ranking up, but they're not consistent when it comes to spawning. This is very much dependent on you being in free mode and getting an invite to it. If you manage to win one of these, by the way, the XP and cash payout is pretty damn good. I've seen myself get like 950 XP for simply winning a game. I believe, if my memory doesn't fail me here, that I also got like 1200 XP for just winning a match on top of all the kills that I've got during that match. There's a variety of them. They're also a lot of fun to play. So if you get an invite to one of them, definitely go out of your way and join them, because there's a lot of good XP to be earned in these ones. Another great one is going for awards. There's a couple of awards that I picked out which are extremely easy to go for, which are these 3 that you're seeing on your screen right now. Literally you need a somewhat decent horse, maybe some horse stimulant as well to keep the stamina up of your horse. And aside from that, there's also a couple of easy ones. Some of them you might need a friend with or some additional equipment, but it shouldn't be too difficult to go for as well. The first one I picked out is killing 6 enemies with a revolver without reloading. This one could be very easily done inside of a gang hideout. Simply grab your revolver and just go for headshots. Another one is kill 1 player with a bow from 100 meters away. And obviously this could be very easily done with a friend, asking to move away as far as possible enter in Deadeye and just simply shoot the bow in the side of his face. That's it, nothing more. Also another one being kill one flying bird with an arrow, and again, Deadeye is your friend for that one too. There's also taste 20 herbs. Now herbs are basically all the plants you find around in the world, so if you happen to come across one of them, obviously you have to be 20 unique herbs, so you know, if roaming around the world and happening to see them is something that you could do. I wouldn't personally go out of my way because these awards only pay 500 XP, so it's one to consider, you know, to do gradually over time. Another one is by selling an item at 3 shop types. Those 3 shop types being the butcher, the fence, and the doctor. The doctor only accepts herbs. The fence just accepts jewelry and more like valuable stuff. And then the butcher, obviously, you can sell like animals, like meat and that sort of stuff to him as well. Very easy, 500 XP. You should probably get this done in no time as well. And another thing as well is that throughout playing the game, and especially if you're playing a lot of PvP, you're going to be killing a lot of enemies, and those awards that you do get, you can reset them actually, which means that you constantly can keep looping that XP bonuses that you're getting for completing those objectives. Also, for resetting your challenges, you get 5 nuggets for simply resetting the challenge. Getting 1,000 kills is something that is not very difficult at all, especially if you're doing a lot of free mode, you're doing a lot of gang hideouts. Basically anyone counts as an enemy inside of the world of Red Dead Online, anything counts towards it. So try to go for a specific weapon and just kind of stick to that so you can get to those 1,000 kills as quickly as possible. Get all those awards. It should be about 1,000 XP that you get from completing yourself all the way to the gold one. So definitely worth to go for, and especially because you can keep resetting certain awards. The ones that I've mentioned, I don't believe you can reset them because they're quite easy to do. So definitely keep a lookout on your awards page. There's definitely a lot of XP to be earned for just naturally playing the game. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this quick little guide on how you can rank up the fastest in Red Dead Online. If you found this useful, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe for much more Red Dead Online content coming to you very soon. And if you want to see me in action in some Red Dead Online, make sure to check out a live stream of mine sometime. We just kind of hang out, play with each other, and we hit up some PvP, and maybe sometime soon we'll dive back in GTA Online. But for now, it's all about the showdown series, Lars, baby. It's a good time indeed. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.